Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As you know, the Ukrainians claim having a lot of success in their counteroffensive in Ukraine, and I have here an article coming from the Ukrainian side reporting and bragging on how many pieces of equipment they were able to destroy from the evil Russians. So, since the invasion, I think in the north here, because they don't really give you too much detail, so you can't catch them. So this article comes from the Voice of Ukraine, September 12, 2022. Russia loses at least 125 pieces of heavy equipment in Kharkiv retreat, analysts say. The report gives the following breakdown of Russian armor losses: 40 tanks, 35 APCs, 11 command vehicles, 4 maintenance vehicles, 9 anti-aircraft defense systems, 50 IFVs, 47 trucks and other vehicles, 2 jet fighters, a Su-34 and a Su-25, actually 25. There are some additional yet unverified reports losses in Izium. 3 self-propelled howitzers, a couple tanks and another APC. CIT assessed that some of the equipment was simply abandoned, as the chaotic, hasty retreat did not allow for proper extraction. Sounds like the Americans in Afghanistan. About what, $5 billion of equipment or something? In a rapid and effective counteroffensive, Ukraine has liberated almost the entire of Kharkiv Oblast, achieving a major operational victory over Moscow and likely turning the tide of war, the US-based Institute for the Study of War said in its September 11 report. Now, they say that 170 million worth of Russian tanks destroyed by Ukrainian drones. Counterintelligence officers of Ukraine SBU security services have destroyed 70 Russian tanks of various modifications worth about $170 million with the help of drones, the SBU reported on Telegram on September 11. So we have 70 tanks reported in September 11, and this article, the other article, said they destroyed 40 tanks on the same day. So which one is it? This one comes from the New Voice of Ukraine, the other one came from the New Voice of Ukraine. What's going on here? Something is wrong, right? It is noted that the attack drones work both for the defense of Ukraine and during Ukrainian counteroffensive. Since the beginning of the full-scale war in Ukraine, Russia has lost about 52,650 of its soldiers, including 400 killed by the armed forces of Ukraine over the past day. Ukrainian defenders also shot down 3 enemy planes and 1 helicopter. Well, Russians suffered the biggest losses on the Kharkiv and Donetsk sectors of the front line on that day. Well, now at least we have some numbers and some dates, because I had another article that I made a video about 2 days ago, and they were talking about this many military equipment, pieces of artillery were destroyed, this many people, this, but they did not say, okay, in what's the time span? Is it in 6 months? Is it in 1 day? And then eventually they said it's in a week. Well, that in a week I calculated would be like 3 tanks a day on a 1,300 kilometer front, which is about 900 miles front, 800 miles front. So I don't think that's a big achievement. But it's interesting that before the counteroffensive started, and allegedly the Ukrainians had some success in it, in the north and in the south, I do not find articles that I used to find every day before, and from the same sources, stating that, you know, Ukrainians tried to attack here, or the Russians tried to attack here and they were repelled. I posted about 5 videos regarding how the Russians were trying to attack and the other ones were repelling. No, well, nothing of that kind anymore. So I don't know exactly what's going on over there. I do not discard any theories regarding, you know, fake and staged videos that appear on various media, and they are hailed as being accurate in depicting whatever the article pretends it depicts. The problem is that we're not idiots, and we can also assess certain things, and for some of us who actually come from that part of the world, kind of know how certain things look. Now, for a person who never left United States, everything that person probably saw is movies and documentaries, and you can't, you know, maybe some books, but I don't know, books do not depict, you know, you have to have a great imagination in order to really see what that person tries to explain or depict. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a different way. When you talk about the highway and you're an American, you think of a certain kind of highway. When you're a Ukrainian and an American comes and tells you about a highway, the Ukrainian imagines what a highway is in his country. How a highway is not what he can't know. He's not able to know what that guy, the American, actually means by highway, unless he shows him a picture, say, see, this is the highway where I come from, and that's your highway where you come from. Very different, very different. Very different in the way it's maintained and so on. So it was a video with some from Ukrainian mass media, and it was showing allegedly 3 Ukrainian soldiers being at the border crossing with Russia, saying, oh, we got to the border with Russia. This is how fast we advanced and we are ready to go in and take care of stuff. So beware, Russians. But I was watching that video, and that could have been shot, the whole video, in next to a factory. That's how it was. It was a road, a street that was looking like I don't even know what the hell that was. It was not a border crossing. It was a little, you know, something over there that were blocking the pass, a stop sign, and something like a flag, which could have been a flag. I don't care. I can buy 50 flags if I want, of Russia or whatever country I want. And then a Ukrainian flag tied on a pole, metal pole or something, and the guys were all, you know, like, they're gonna shoot at us. Who put that flag over there? You said you put it. So now you're all and you're down. I mean, it's like, I don't believe that happened. That's what they say a second. Then they have obviously all kind of, oh, we intercepted the Russians talking about their losses and all that. How do I know there's some Ukrainian speaking Russian? Now, don't give me the accent. I'm just Russians from Ukraine, let's put it this way, talking about it. Made up. I don't believe anything of that. I do not believe it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I discard this kind of information, especially when they give you a lot of details, supposedly the communication. So the same, you know, with this, we destroyed this, we destroyed that. I don't believe anything. Yeah, that's what you say. I'm waiting. I'm waiting because from experience, the truth comes a little bit later than this kind of things. And I'm going to find out, well, if that was the case, that was the case. But I have the right to ask questions and ask for details for something that is not convincing. Okay? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.